Hello, welcome. In today's video, we are going to be taking flight. I just did a handstand tutorial video the other day, and so today we are going to implement lots of handstands, lots of inversions into our practice. I'll give you lots of time, to practice, give you a few rounds if, you fall out or you don't quite get upside down to begin. So great practice flow. Let's get started. Knees wide, arms forward, forehead comes down. Creating a long spine here by extending the arms forward and pressing the hips back towards the heels. Just breathing into the back body. And on the exhale breath, just feeling the heart melt down towards the mat. One more breath here, inhale. Send it out, exhale. On your next inhale breath, rise up, tabletop position. Wrists under shoulders, knees under hips, warm up with cat-cows. Inhale, look up, tuck the toes, drop the belly. Exhale, chin to chest, round the upper back, press away. Inhale, fill up, look up. Exhale, round it out. Inhale. Exhale. One more time, inhale. Exhale all the breath out, round. Press away, hold it here, chin to chest, draw the tailbone down. Back to tabletop, wrist stretch, point the fingers back towards the body, stretch out through the wrists here. Definitely will be on our hands a lot through this flow, so we really want to have some open wrists here. Flip the grip, palms are facing up, pointing fingers in towards the midline or rotate them back towards the body. Make fists, touch each finger to the thumb, bend and straighten the elbows. Nice breezy day here. Got these leaves landing on my mat. Feels so nice. Knees come together, tops of the feet down to the mat. Sit back on the heels, open and close the fingers, circle out the wrists. Sweep the arms overhead, inhale, look towards the thumbs. As you exhale, cactus the arms, squeeze the shoulder blades together and just let the head fall down the back. Plant the hands by the legs, start to lean back, stretch out through the tops of the feet, one knee at a time, maybe both. Lower the knees down, adding in some low Lasana lift, so hands come behind the legs. So we'll press into the hands, drawing the knees towards the forehead, chin towards chest, and then the toes will just stay down on the mat. So on the inhale, press up, draw the belly in, round the upper back, just like you did through that cat pose, forehead to knees. Lower the knees down to the mat. Second set, press into the hands, toes stay down, just draw the knees in towards the body, belly to thighs, forehead to knees. Lower down. Third set, now we're trying to lift the entirety of the legs up so the heels will stay connected towards the glutes. Walk the hands back so they're at the midline of the legs. Keep heels to glutes, press into the hands, try to lift the shins off the mat, round the upper back. Lower the legs down. Rise up on the knees, tuck the toes for a toe stretch. Sit back on the heels. Arms come overhead, interlace the fingers, flip the grip, palms face up. Inhale, press the palms to the sky. Exhale, chin to chest, draw the tailbone down, belly in, press away. Inhale, come up. Lean right, look left. Press the palms to the right, gaze left. Come back through center, lean left, look right. Back through center, bend the elbows, rest the head back in the hands, puff up the chest. Sweep the arms forward, plant the hands, slap out the tops of the feet. Now send the right arm high, look up towards the thumb, stack right shoulder on top of left, take a big inhale. As you exhale, thread your needle, walk the left arm forward, lower the right shoulder down. You can walk the left hand beyond the top edge of the mat, or you can start to bind, bend the elbow, bring it behind the body, catch right inner thigh. If you like to float or fly, shift the weight over towards the right side of the body, tuck left toes, tuck right toes. Start to lift the left leg up, and then maybe bring right toes towards left knee. If the left leg is lifted, start to swing it wide out to the left edge of the mat. And then begin to unwind. Left hand plants, re-reach the right arm high. Look up towards the right thumb, flex left toes to sky. Right hand comes down, tuck right toes, press hips back to heel, extend the arms forward. Rise up, hands plant under shoulders, sweep the left leg back. Working our Sunbird bows, so first little inversion of the day. Wrap the elbows in, take an inhale. Exhale, tap the chin to the mat, point the left toes towards the sky. Inhale, press up. Exhale, tap. Inhale, press. Last one, if you're working chin stand, squeeze the elbows by the rib cage, tuck the right toes, and then press off. Legs are lifted, squeeze the legs together. Counter the posture, left knee to forehead, curl in. Tuck the right toes, send the left leg high, three-legged dog. Point the left toes up towards the sky, and then bend the knee, open the hips, circle out the ankles, wiggle the toes. Draw circles with the left knee, finding movement through the hip. Reverse the direction. Send the left leg high, elevate right heel off the mat. Send the left knee to forehead, get high on the right tiptoes, forehead to knee. Send the left leg back. Left knee, left tricep. You can work ekapada, or if you want to try a one-legged crow pose, just shift the weight forward, bring the knee towards the tricep, gaze forward, shift the body weight forward, right leg lifts. Send the left leg high. Left knee, right tricep, hold it, or ekapada 2. Again, shoulders go beyond the fingertips. Tuck the tricep under the thigh. Send the right leg high. Send the left leg back. Left foot steps forward, lower the right heel down, warrior 1, Virabhadrasana A. Sit into the left knee, press into the pinky toe edge of the right foot, and then start to draw the tailbone down, belly in. Firing up the core here, so much strength in the core. It's going to carry us through all of our inversions. Cactus the arms, squeeze the shoulder blades together, look up. Interlace the fingers behind you. Roll the shoulders back. Bend into the left knee, lead with the heart, take the bind with you. Humble warrior. Look towards the belly button, let gravity take the arms over. Dial the left toes in, keep the bind so you're in a wide-legged forward fold. Find a little sway right to left, whatever feels good. And then preparing for a forearm press, or if you want to move into handstand, I'm going to practice a forearm press. So you lower the forearms down to the mat. creating a nice wide, tight base, so the elbows are pretty close together. You shift the shoulders forward, press into the forearms, come onto the tiptoes, and then start to sweep the legs up, finding a pincha. Squeeze the legs together. If you're in headstand, it's the same thing. You're squeezing the legs together, finding a nice stack of the body. Shoulders, hips, legs in the air. Back to a wide-legged forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold. Walk it to the top of the mat. Lower the right knee. Quad stretch. Cartwheel the left hand back to the left hip. Look towards the back. Bend the right foot up. Catch it with the left hand. If not, just keep left hand on the hip. Gaze towards the back of the room or wherever you are. If you have nice open hips, you can lower down to the right forearm and then start to kick into the hand to rotate the left shoulder back. Slowly release the right foot. Cartwheel the left arm forward. Come back onto the palms if you're down. Tuck right toes, lift right knee. Step the right foot wide. Coming into a malasana prayer squat. So the feet are off wide to the width of the mat. If you have nice open hips, still put some pressure into the soles of the feet to keep the spine long and to press the knees back. Lower the chin towards the chest. Squeeze the shoulder blades together. Roll the right ear towards right shoulder. Come back through center. Roll left ear towards left shoulder. Roll the chin back through center. Finding our crow pose here, or if you work crow pose, pressing up to handstand. I know I say this all the time, but it is. You're shifting the weight forward. You're really gripping the fingertips into the mat because you've got to stack your hips over the shoulders. And so if you're at an angle with your hips way back, it's really hard to get all the way up there. So you've got to lean forward to start to dial the hips to stack on top of the shoulders. If you're not quite to a press up yet and you're working crow pose, try to get knees to armpits. That is a huge building block for a press up. So knees to armpits, and then I'm bringing the weight forward. The shoulders go forward, and so that way my hips can come up to stack on top. So wherever you are, crow pose or pressing up to handstand, fly. Heels to glutes, and then start to stack the hips, send the legs up. Press away from the mat. Then all roads meet back to a chaturanga in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. If you're going from handstand, you can split the legs, wrap the elbows a bit in, bend them, lower the right foot down, left foot comes down, meeting in an upward facing dog. Press into the palms, look up, chin to the chest, finding a downward facing dog. Pedal it out, alternate right knee, left knee, working the right heel towards the mat, the left heel towards the mat, just letting this feel really good. And always remembering to breathe from posture to posture, inversion to inversion. Helps keep the body safe, helps keep the body focused and calm. Elevate the heels off the mat, then bend the knees to hover them 1 inch high. Walk the hands back a handprint. You're in a hovering tabletop. Belly button in tight towards the spine. Tap right knee to right wrist. Hold it. Bring it back. Tap left knee, left wrist. Hold it. Come back. Tap right. Pause. Tap left, pause, and see, I'm sending my shoulders beyond my fingertips. That's great prep for inversions. Left foot comes back, little bounces of the knees here. 3, 2, 1. Lower the knees all the way down to the mat. Left side, sweep the left arm high, look up towards the thumb, left shoulder stacks on top of right, and then thread your needle. Lower the left shoulder, walk the right arm forward. start to bind, maybe right arm behind the body, catching left inner thigh. And then start to practice floating. So weight, lean it to the left side of the body, but press down through the back of the left hand. Start to sweep the right leg up. Point the right toes high. And then practice drawing left toes towards right knee. To come out, sweep the right leg wide, lower it down to the floor, so right leg is wide. Start to unwind, right hand plants, reach the left arm high, and then flex the right toes up towards the sky. So the right leg is kicked off to the right, reaching up. Left hand comes down, keep the right toes flexed, press the hips back towards the heels, and then start to extend the arms forward. Finding a long spine, walking the fingertips more forward, and then pressing the hips back towards the heel. Rise up, hands under shoulders, sweep the right leg back, so we're working Sunbird bows. Remember, elbows wrapped in, so when you lower down, they're tight by the rib cage. That helps prep for chin stand. Take an inhale. Exhale, tap chin to mat, point right toes to sky. Inhale, press up. Exhale, tap. Inhale, press. Last one, tap and hold or chin stand. Squeeze the legs together, press into the palms. Counter the posture, right knee to forehead, curl in, press away. Tuck the left toes, send the right leg high. Three-legged dog. Bend the knee, open the hip, right heel towards left glute. Circle out the ankle, wiggle the toes. Draw circles with the right knee. And reverse the direction. Send the right leg high, bring the left heel off the mat. Right knee to forehead, curl in, high on the left tiptoes, press away, shoulders beyond fingertips. Send the right leg back. So Ekapada, kicking the right leg out, or if you're working the one-legged crow pose, knee comes to tricep, wrap in just like you did on your Sunbird bows, and then start to lift the left leg, gaze towards the mat. Send the right leg high, right knee left tricep, hold or fly. Again, whoa, going forward, tucking the elbows under, so the thigh is on the tricep. Send the right leg back. Right foot steps forward, warrior one. Lower the left heel down to a 45-degree angle. Arms come up. Draw the tailbone down. Avoid dumping into the lower back here. Press into the pinky toe edge of the left foot. Biceps beside the ears. Cactus the arms, squeeze the shoulder blades together, lean back. Interlace the fingers behind you. Draw the fist package down the left leg. Start to bend into the right knee, lead with the heart. Take the bind over, chin towards chest. Keep the fingers interlaced. Now just dial the right toes in. So now you're in a wide-legged forward fold towards the left edge of the mat. Release the hands under the face. So now I'll be working on a press up to handstand. If you want to do that forearm stand again or headstand, feel free to do any inversion that you like. For my press up to handstand though, I'll bring the legs together and then I bring the shoulders beyond the fingertips, just like the press up, crow to handstand, really any of these inversions. You've got to lean forward to get the hips to be able to stack over the shoulders. And then I'm going to bring my feet wide and hopefully up to the top. Sometimes it's hit or miss, but we'll give it a go. So you go on the tiptoes, you bring the shoulders beyond the fingertips, get high on the tiptoes. Now press into the hands, bring the feet wide, and then start to send the legs up, over, and then squeezing the legs together at the top. Find one spot on the floor to focus on, grip the fingertips into the mat. And then going out the same way we went in, bring feet wide, press away from the mat, coming back through center. Feet go wide, back to wide-legged forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, forward fold. Walk it to the top of the mat, lower the left knee, lizard lunge. Cartwheel the right hand back to the right hip, look towards the back of the mat, and then maybe bend the left foot up towards the body, catch it with the right hand. Oh goodness, what's going on over there? Someone's having some yard work done. Slowly release, cartwheel the right arm forward, right hand plants, tuck left toes, lift left knee. Step the left foot up wide to the left edge of the mat, finding your malasana prayer squat. And so we'll practice second set of either crow pose or crow pose up to handstand. If you do go up to the handstand, you're working that float down. You just find an L shape of the legs, and whichever leg is parallel to the mat, that's the one you're landing with. And again, you wrap the elbows in underneath the body and just kind of drop the chest first and the legs kind of last. So we'll give it a try. So hands plant, finding crow pose or working your press up to handstand. If you're pressing up, same thing we just did. Coming knees to armpits and then shoulders beyond fingertips. Keep the gaze down, find one spot to focus on, press. Heels to glutes, dial the hips to stack over the shoulders, and then sending the legs up. So if you're floating down, find a split leg, and then wrap the elbows in. Start to lower the chest first, and then the legs. Pressing into the palms, look up. Chin to chest, downward facing dog. Breathe here. These inversions are not easy. They take a lot of practice and a lot of breath work as well. So keep at it if you're working. It's so fun to add into your practice though, so just keep at it. Send the right leg high. Right knee to chest, hold. Press away, get high on the tiptoes and bring the shoulders beyond the fingertips. Now dial the left heel down, passing through Vishvamitrasana, left hand to pinky toe edge of the foot, knee towards armpit, kick into the hand. Then kick the right leg out, lower it down, fall in triangle. Press the hips up, open up the left arm, let the head go. Left hand comes down, optional scissor push-up. Send the right leg back. Bend the knee, open the hip, stay right here or flip your dog. Lower the right foot, press the hips up, keep the right heel elevated. Right hand plants, right leg lifts. Step the right foot through, cartwheel the arms open, warrior two. Sit into the right knee. I can see through the trees. They're loading like a excavator. Great. Just what I want in my yoga class. An excavator, yes. 3 pumping warriors. Straighten the right leg, reach up to the top, squeeze the glutes. Exhale, ride the breath down, warrior two. Inhale, reach up, squeeze. Exhale to 2. One more, inhale. Exhale, warrior two, hold. Flip the front palm, reverse. Keep reaching towards the back of the mat. Put a bend into the right knee. Shine the heart towards the sky. Extended side angle. Right hand comes down to the inside of the right foot. Send the left bicep by the ear. Stack left rib cage on top of right. Send the left arm up to the sky. Look towards the thumb. Bend the elbow. Bring it behind the body. Maybe start to bring right hand under the thigh, touching left hand. And then begin to press into the feet. Look up. The sun is blinding you. I think that was the eclipse today. Building to bird of paradise, so gaze down towards the right foot, hop left foot up to meet the right. Come onto the right tiptoes, draw the right knee up, send the right knee back, and then extend the right leg out. Keep squeezing the shoulder blades together, lifting the gaze. Finding bound standing split, so lowering the right foot, keeping the bind. Now just shifting the weight towards the right toes, sweep the left leg up. Find one spot on the floor to focus on. Finding our extended side angle. Rise up, warrior two. Flip the front palm, reverse. Press into the right foot, straighten the right leg. Finding our triangle, trikonasana. I like to heel toe my left foot in 2 times. Triceps active, belly in, reach forward, then tilt the arms north and south. I like to peace finger by my right big toe, pull up on it, and gaze at the left thumb while pressing into the pinky toe edge of the left foot. Bring the gaze down, bend the right knee, lift the left leg, half moon, Ardha Chandrasana. So the right hand walks a little more forward. And again, peeling left hip on top of right. Maybe play right hand to heart center, finding your balance. Maybe bend left knee, catch top of left foot. And then maybe take the right hand behind the body, also catching top of left foot. Then squeeze the shoulder blades together, start to kick into the hand. Revolved half moon, lower the left hand down, square the hips off, open up the right arm. Inhale, you lift the left heel. Exhale, you kick the left leg straighter. Right hand comes down. Draw the left knee into the chest. And then as you bend the right knee, kicking the left leg through, holding a low pistol squat. Hands come to the foot. Let's press back up. Press into the right foot all the way up. And then bend the right knee, lowering all the way back down. Good. Hips come down. Lean forward, take the right hand, bring it forward, and start to wrap it behind the body. Take left hand behind the body as well. Left hand works towards catching the right hand. Squeeze the shoulder blades together. Lean the heart towards the toes. Let's find the elephant trunk float through because it's my favorite. Take the right knee over the shoulder. So we press into the hands. Practice engaging the quadricep and just lifting the left leg up. That's step 1. After you do that, you start to draw the left knee towards the chest and then send the left leg back. So as you inhale, you press up. Activate Uddiyana Bandha, Mula Bandha, pelvic floor, lift up. Draw left knee to chest, send it back, and then keep the right leg on the back of the tricep. Wrap the left elbow in. You're in an Ekapada. Lower the left leg, sweep the right leg high, 3-legged dog, and then lower down to the mat. That's my favorite. Just love it. I don't know why. Look towards the belly button. Breathe in and out through the nostrils. So important. Send the left leg high. Left knee to chest. Hold here. High on the right tiptoes. Press away from the mat. Sweep the left knee to the right elbow. Left elbow. 3, 2, 1. Dial the right heel down. Pass through Vishvamitrasana. So take the right hand to the pinky toe edge. Draw knee towards armpit. Start to kick into the hand. Try to take the head under the bicep. Now kick the left leg off to the right side of the mat. Press the hips up, open up the right arm, let the head go. Right hand plants, left leg lifts. Bend the knee, open the hip, stay here or flip your dog. Press the hips up, reach the left arm forward. Left hand plants, left leg lifts. Oops, I missed that optional push-up. So you can always do an optional push-up here, keeping the left leg lifted. And then step the left foot through, cartwheel the arms open, warrior two. Sitting low into the left knee, finding a 90-degree angle. Right quadricep, make it tight, make it your anchor. Tailbone down, belly in. Finding three, pumping warrior, straighten the left leg, reach up. Exhale to two. Inhale. Exhale. One more, inhale. Exhale, warrior two. Look over the front middle finger, roll the shoulder blades down the body. Flip the front palm reverse. Put a bend in the left knee as you reach back, shine the heart towards the sky. Lower the left hand to the inside of the left foot, right bicep by the ear. Sit a little lower into the left knee to lower the hips a bit. Peel right shoulder open, gaze up. Send the right arm up to the sky, look towards the thumb. Now bend the elbow, bring it behind the body, palm facing out. If you find a bind, left hand under the thigh, hooking right hand. If you build, gaze down to the left foot, hop right foot up to meet the left. Come onto the left tiptoes, then draw the left knee up. Then start to squeeze the shoulder blades together and use the left elbow to open the knee up. Send the left leg out. Finding bound standing split. Lower the left foot, shift the weight forward, keep the bind, start to sweep the right leg up. Find one spot to focus on. Meeting back in extended side angle. Rise up, warrior two. Flip the front palm, reverse. Now press into the left foot, straighten the left leg, keep reaching back. Lift the torso up. Heel to the right foot in 2 times. Lock the quadriceps, reach forward, and then tilt. Gaze up towards the right thumb, press down to the pinky toe edge of the right foot. Feel the opening through the hip. Gaze down towards the left foot, bend the left knee, lift the right leg. Ardha Chandrasana, half moon. Peeling open the right hip, kicking the sole of the foot towards the back of the room or towards the direction of the back of the mat, wherever you are. Maybe play left hand to heart center. Maybe you bend the right knee, catch top of the foot with the right hand. And maybe if you do that double bind, left hand also goes behind the body, also catches the left foot, and then you squeeze the shoulder blades together, kick into the hand. Revolve it, bring the right hand down, but you keep the right leg lifted and square the hips off. Open up the left arm. Belly in, stack left shoulder on top of right. Keep working the right hand over towards the left side of the mat to really deepen the twist. Left hand comes down. Begin to draw the right knee in towards the body. And then bend the left knee, extend the right leg out. So we're finding the pistol squat, oops, on the right side. So hands come to the right foot. Start to press into the left leg. We're coming up to standing. Ugh. If you need to use your left hand, my left side's always weaker. Press all the way up. Got to practice my left side. Start to bend the left knee, lower down. And then all the way down to the seat. Keep the right leg extended, left knee in towards the body. Lean forward. Take the left arm, bring it forward around the back, and then interlace the, or catch the left hand with the right hand. The wrapper becomes the grabber. This is a Ashtanga pose, Macharyasana A. Squeezing the shoulder blades together, leading the heart towards the toes. If you don't have the bind, just squeezing the shoulder blades together, leaning forward with the heart, keeping the hands behind the body, trying to get palms faced out. Rise up, elephant trunk time. So we thread this left leg over the left shoulder. We press into the palms, right quadricep is engaged. As we lift the right leg, then we draw right knee in towards the body, send it back. So then this leg is already over the tricep for Ekapada. So you're already halfway there. So press up, inhale. Draw right knee in towards the body. Dip the shoulders forward, send the right leg back. Left leg is out. Send the left leg back. And then lower it down. Breathe here. So now working some pike floats to handstand. So you're in a down dog. I like to bring my legs pretty much together. My legs are close together. And then you gaze forward and you bend the knees. And when you press off, you keep the legs straight. So you're trying to create an L shape for the body. And then you really have to send the hips beyond the shoulders. Because if I'm trying to do this and I don't get stacked, it's pretty impossible for me to get my legs up. So you've got to send the hips beyond the shoulders to get the stack. Then you can start piking the legs up. So legs are basically together. Big toes are about an inch apart. Gaze forward, wrapping the elbows in. You just bend the knees, pressing the chest towards the thighs. Gaze forward, wrap the belly button in towards the spine. Bend the knees, press off. Send the shoulders beyond the fingertips and then start to pike the legs up. Press into the palms, legs lift. So we'll try again. Bend the knees, look forward. Propel the hips beyond the shoulders. Also, a great option to film yourself doing this. You'll realize what I mean when you're trying to get the body stacked. So gaze forward, bend the knees, hips over shoulders, legs up. And then working a float down. Send the hips over the shoulders again. Find that L. Lower the feet down to the floor. Find a ragdoll sway. Release the hands down. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold. Plant the hands, step, hop, walker, float the feet back. Chaturanga. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Send the right leg high. Right foot steps forward, high crescent lunge. Biceps beside the ears, left heel stacked over the toes. Press the back of the left knee out and draw the tailbone down to avoid arching the back. Left arm goes under the right arm. Work to get the thumbs pointed towards the face, palms touch. Roll the shoulders back and down the body, lift up, lean back. Draw the bind forward, belly over thigh. Rise up. Finding our eagle pose, bend the left knee, draw left knee up and in towards the body, wrap it around the right leg, squeeze the thighs together. Keep lifting the upper body. Tap elbows to knee, and then pull the bind forward. Press into the right leg, take the left knee in towards the body, sweep the left leg back, release your bind, finding warrior 3. Pinkies touch behind you, find the up dog through the chest. Point the left toes with intensity, left leg is active. Bend the right knee, landing back into a high crescent lunge. Cactus the arms, squeeze the shoulder blades together, lean back. Then sweep the arms forward. Step the left foot up about 3 feet from the right foot, finding a pyramid pose. So think as if the heels are on a tightrope, but you've got the back foot pointed to 45 degrees. Inhale to a half lift. Exhale, fold over the right leg. If the breath is sped up or if it's short or shallow, take notice of that and start to lengthen it out. Really long, mindful breaths here. All right, let's work our pelvic floor. So walk the hands back so they're under the shoulders. Bring the left heel off the mat. Flex the right toes towards the face. As you press into the hands, try to pull the right leg in towards the body, pulling it off the mat. With the right leg straight, sweep it high, standing split. Forehead comes towards the left knee. Point the right toes towards the sky. Start to play maybe left hand behind the calf, hiding the forearm, forehead towards knee. And then just taking a moment here to practice more handstands. So remember, shoulders over the wrists, a little bit of weight goes forward. You grip the fingertips into the mat, gaze down. Find one spot to focus on. So this time we'll play with the right leg. So you've got to send the right leg up to allow the hips to stack over the shoulders. But you're pressing off with the left foot to get the right leg to guide the way. So wrap the belly in, fingertips grip them into the mat. The knuckles are slightly lifted, so a little ant could crawl under the knuckles. Right leg is lifted, high on the tiptoes. Gaze just at the middle, right beyond the fingertips. Press. Let the right leg guide the way. Show a split in the air. Work on holding here. Then maybe bring the legs together at the top. Fingertips are your brake pads. Legs are squeezed together. Good. Right foot meets left. Ragdoll sway. Release the hands to the mat. And then walk it to the back of the mat. This is intense pelvic floor work here. If you want to use blocks under the hands, you can do that. But this is where a lot of your inversion lift is going to come from. It's this low pelvic floor. So the hands are down, you're at the back of the mat, and you're trying to get the legs straight here. You come up on the tiptoes, you press into the hands, and try to pull the legs in towards the body, flex the feet, and just hop them forward without bending the knees. So notice how the shoulders move forward, so you grip the fingertips into the mat to keep you from feeling like you're going to fall forward. And then float lift. High on the tiptoes, press, float lift. Tiptoes, float lift. And then when you reach the top of the mat, bring the feet wide, width of the mat. I know, when I first started trying that drill, I was like, you're telling me what is supposed to happen? Like, it didn't make sense. But with time, with practice, it does start to make sense. And it does help if you use the blocks under the hands for that drill. But it's just that low pelvic floor, strong core work there. So press into the feet, rise all the way up to stand, heel toe the feet in. And then press into the feet, contract the quadriceps, squeeze the glutes, reach the arms up, little back bend here. Come up through stand, open the arms, fold forward. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold. Plant the hands, step, hop, walker, float the feet back, chaturanga. Draw the heart through, press into the palms, shoulders away from the ears, and then the tops of the feet press to the floor to get the knees lifted. Chin to chest, down dog. Send the left leg high. Left foot steps forward, high crescent lunge. Back of the right knee, press it out, stack the heel over the toes. Eagle arms, right arm under the left arm. Palms touch, thumbs point towards the face. Lift your spine, lean back. Draw the spine forward, hover belly over thigh. Come back through center, bend the right knee, press off. Right leg wraps up and around the left leg, eagle. So you can use the right toes off to the left side as a kickstand, or start to find the full wrap, lifting the shoulders up, rolling them back and down the body. Tap elbows to knee. Rise up, take the right knee with you, and then send the right leg back, release your arms. Squeeze the shoulder blades together. Right leg is so strong, pointing the toes towards the back of the mat. Bend the left knee, landing, high crescent lunge, right foot steps back. Cactus the arms, squeeze the shoulder blades as you lean back, and then sweep the arms forward, step the right foot in, pyramid pose. So take an inhale to half lift. Press into the right under the left big toe mound to dip the left hip back, to bump the right hip forward, and then fold over the left leg. Pelvic floor, hands come under the shoulders, flex left toes towards face. Now the right heel comes up, press into the palms, sweep the left leg high. So feel that deep core work there as you sweep the left leg up, forehead towards knee. Then maybe play with balance, right hand behind the right leg, forearm behind the calf, forehead towards knee. Try to pull the left leg out of the body, pointing the toes up towards the sky. And then taking a moment here to practice your handstands on the other side. So this time left leg is lifting up. So same thing, hands under shoulders, and then send the weight forward to allow the body to stack. Let the left leg guide the way, and just think about showing a split in the air first. Press off the right foot. Really try to avoid bending the right knee and kicking it up there, because we really want to work with control here. So you're just coming on the tiptoes, let the leg in the air guide the way. And then just stack the hips, find that that split, and then start to bring the legs together. Find one spot to focus on. Grip fingertips, press away from the mat. And then coming back down, find a ragdoll sway. Release the hands, walk it out, high straight arm plank, and then find a chaturanga, exhale. Inhale through an up dog. Exhale, down dog. Drop the knees, sit back on the heels, take a breath here. Interlace the fingers in the lap, close the eyes. We can't have an inversion class without doing a headstand. So we're going into headstand now. And just like we did in that forearm press up, it's a nice tight base. Because so often I see people that they get their arms really wide, and it's like, I can't do that. It's impossible. Just make it easier on yourself. Bring the elbows together, lower the head. Release the thumbs and then cradle them on the back of the skull. Tuck the toes, start to walk the legs in. Walk them in as close as you can towards the body, and then start to press into the forearms. Maybe the heels come to the glutes, maybe one at a time. But just let the hips stack over the shoulders, bring the legs together at the top. So however you choose to enter into it. You can have pike legs, you can bend the knees. And then once you get up here, maybe take a few breaths. Maybe open the legs, do some tick-tocks. Tap the right toes, tap the left toes. Or maybe you're practicing to pincha pose. So I like to bend my knees to start. It just helps with the control a little bit more. So you just release the hands and then bring the palms down on the mat. So you flip the grip and then start to press into the forearms and then lift the gaze. And then you can lift the legs, finding pincha. Ooh, my arms, man. I wanted inversions. Here you go. All right, back to the knees. Take a breath here. Big inhale. Find a lion's breath. Open the mouth, stick out the tongue. Exhale. Good. All right, coming down to our seat. So if you want to find a float through, you can press into the hands, draw the knees to the chest, send the legs out. And then feet come down, knees are bent, send the arms forward, chin to chest, slowly roll down the spine. Hug the knees to the body, rock side to side. Send the legs up to the sky, hands under the hips, circle out the ankles, wiggle the toes. Then reaching the hands up towards the feet, flex the feet to lower them, reach the arms overhead, and then point the toes to lift, reaching fingers towards toes. Flex, lower down, point, lift up, reach up, flex, lower. Keep the chin away from the chest, anchor the low back towards the floor. 5, 4, when you reach the legs up, add a little pulse. 3, 2, last one, hollow body hold. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower down, long body stretch, point the toes forward, reach the arms overhead. Another lion's breath. Inhale, fill up through the nose. Exhale, open the mouth, stick out the tongue. Hug the knees in towards the body, rock side to side. Plant the feet, heels near the glutes, finding a bridge pose. So we'll press into the feet, lift the hips, interlace the fingers underneath the body, rocking the body right and left, tucking the shoulder blades underneath, interlacing the fingers tightly. Stay right here. If you've got full wheel, keep the hips lifted, just release the hands, press them over the shoulders, find your way up to a full wheel. So if you're still feeling spicy, you want to practice a walk over, you just walk the hands towards the feet and then walk the feet towards the hands. So you're really trying to open up through the armpits here, pressing the chest towards the back of the mat. So then as you walk the feet in, whatever leg is your favorite, you start to lift it up. And again, think about trying to just show a split in the air first. So kick one leg over, maybe not. Trying it again, kicking over, and then finding a little walkover. Passing through a chaturanga if you so choose, or if you're still in full wheel, lowering all the way down to the back, or a bridge pose. The options are always there for you. That's why we love yoga. Because there's always somewhere to stay. There's always somewhere new to build, somewhere new to go. And that is truly what I love so much about this practice. It can accommodate however you're feeling each day. If you need to rest and digest, if you are feeling energized and spicy. So yeah, I love this practice. All right, send the legs towards the sky, hands under the hips again. Really restorative here. Just let the legs drain. Open and close the jaw a few times. Stick the tongue out far towards the chin. Stay right here if this feels good, or if you have plow pose, you want to pike the legs overhead. You can use the hands on the back for support, or you can start to interlace the fingers, shimmy the shoulder blades together. Just being super mindful of the neck here. You will only want to gaze at the belly button, avoid looking side to side. You want to protect your cervical spine here. Stay here, find your way up to shoulder stand, piking the legs up, walk the hands from the low back down towards the shoulder blades, hips towards the back of the mat, feet towards the front of the mat, finding a nice tall candlestick. Bend the knees towards the forehead. Pass through Karnapidasana, ear pressure, knees frame the ears. Try to squeeze the knees around the ears. And then slowly roll down the spine, one vertebrae at a time. When the hips land, find a happy baby. Peace fingers, hook the big toes. Rock the body side to side. Slight tuck this time of the chin towards the chest. Working to get the back of the neck all the way down to the tailbone, flat to the mat. Hug the knees in. Keep the right knee in. Extend the left leg. Take the right knee over towards the left. Look over towards the right. Unwind back through center, hug both knees in. Keep the left knee in, extend the right leg. Take the left knee over towards the right, look over towards the left. Make your way back through center. Hug both knees into the chest. Wrap the arms around the knees. Bring the chin to the chest, forehead in towards the knees. Take a big inhale, fill up, squeeze the body in tight. And as you exhale, let it go. Final savasana. Palms face up, feet fall away, allowing the fingers to naturally curl in. Let go of any last little bits of tension through the face, through the jaw, the eyes. Just let it all go. I will leave you here in this final savasana. Take as much time as you can. I thank you so much for joining me in this handstand inversion enthusiast flow. I truly love to get upside down, and I hope that you are working towards loving it, or at least you're practicing it, because it builds so much confidence, it builds strength, and it's also just really good for the body. So keep working at it, keep showing up for yourself, even if you never get upside down. That's not what matters. It matters that you show up on the mat. It matters how you feel. It matters that you breathe, and it matters, and you matter, and I know you matter, and I want to tell you that if no one has told you that today. So thank you so much for joining me. Have a blessed rest of your day. If there's anything you need, as always, please let me know. I'm here for you. Have a wonderful day. Namaste. Bye.